that today we have got our guest host. She's Aleksandra. She's from Russia, and she's going to teach us reported speech. Now, I would like to hand over the session to Aleksandra. So, over to you, Aleksandra.
Thank you very much. Hello again, everybody. My name is Aleksandra. Those who don't know me, it's my second time in Zoom, so if I have any problems, please don't be mad. I will fix it all. And here we go, just like that. My name is Aleksandra. I'm from Siberia, from Russia. A little bit about me. I've been studying English since my 6 years old, since I was 6, and I've been teaching it for 11 years. Now it's my 12th year of experience. I know 4 foreign languages. I'm really eager to learn all this stuff, and I believe that everything is achievable. There is no language that you cannot learn, and there is nothing that you cannot learn as well. So today I am going to explain you, I suppose, one of the most difficult topics in English grammar. It's reported speech. What is it about? We all talk, we all have dialects. Just right now I'm talking something, you're listening, you're commenting on that. So it's all about direct speech, when we are talking directly to somebody. But when we want to retell something, when we want to say that, yes, it was like that, he said that, we answered, and so on, when you transform it all, it's about reported speech. So it's when someone says, using the words of the author and using exactly the main idea of the speech. I know that in all our native languages we had such experience. When we had a dialogue, for example, with our parents or with our husbands and wives, and after some events, we wanted to retell this dialogue, to express ourselves. So here is exactly the situation where we need reported speech. So why we need it? We all have dialogues. We all have conversations. We all watch movies and TV series, and there something is happening, right? And we want to retell it correctly. Also, when something is misheard, you need to ask somebody, what did he say? Yeah, what has he said just right now? So it is the situation why we need it. We need something to be repeated at school, when you are studying something, when you're asking your teacher or maybe your classmates because you're embarrassed to ask your teacher. It's about reported speech. Who told whom what to do? It's about commands, it's about orders. Yeah. How exactly to tell you what to do? He told me to fasten my seat belts because we are flying. Something like that. So this is the usage. I'm talking about it because a lot of people think that reported speech is useless, that it's just, another grammar mark that is not always needed, but it is needed. Really, it's important. Where can we see it? Everywhere, frankly speaking. Even in speaking English, there is a lot of reported speech. Sometimes we don't really see it because we are not used to the form of the speech. It can be used with the verbs like think, suppose, suggest. So it is still reported speech. We can see it in speech, in a book or in a film, in a dialogue as well, in essays, oh, my favorite part, where we have all this stuff, all these complicated structures. Here it is, reported speech. Throughout the presentation, you can see some episodes from TV series Friends. Maybe somebody, I think everybody is familiar to that TV series, and they are listening to us very attentively, like here in the picture. So this is when we are talking about reported speech, you should listen really very attentively. At the end of our session, you will understand why exactly Friends are here. So let's move on. It is useful, I have already said that. I also would like to emphasize that it shows your communicative skills, how you can use your grammar correctly, how you can use all your vocab, and how you can talk to other people. That's really precious. Another thing is that it expands our vocab. I don't always say, I said that, or you told me that. I can say, like, you retold something, you explained, you emphasized, and so on. It levels up your grammar knowledge because reported speech, it's exactly the next point, is needed for all levels from B1. When you pass your exam, maybe international exam, language exam, you need to know reported speech just because there is some tricky stuff, there are some places where you need to show off in a better way to show your grammar off. This is what we need from our B1 level. If you want to get a better job, if you want to get a better place in the university, it is about to learn it. So let's get it started. What do we need to see that, yep, here is reported speech? Firstly, what we need to do is to define the type of the sentence, whether it is declarative, or maybe we would like to exclaim something, or maybe we would like to ask something. This type really matters. The next thing to do, think of the word order. You know that usually we are talking this way. I go somewhere. I'm showing it like this because, when we are doing our grammar stuff, we underline the words, the word order. Yeah, what is the subject, what is the verb, and so on. So this is what I'm talking about. We should think of the word order. What's the word order in a question, and what should it be in the reported question? So that's the difference. Also, about changing the tense. It is necessary when we are talking about the author words. If we say, he says that, she says that, it's absolutely okay. When we have author words in present simple, it's wonderful. When we have it in past simple, here it goes. There are all the complications that we have. Also, we should mind the pronouns. For example, if there is Jennifer Aniston talking that I am very pretty, we won't say Jennifer said I am pretty. That would be cool, but nope. We should mind the pronouns to express the thought correctly, to express the idea. And the next time, the last part, is about minding our time expressions. Today, this week, last week, it won't be the same in reported speech. It has a little bit of differences. Well, here we go. I hope that you are with me, that you are following me. So let's go. What don't we use in reporting speech? We never use and all the stuff that can be written in dialects or that can be heard in dialects. It won't get started like, she said that she wanted, nope, never ever. You just skip it. Yes, it will a little bit influence the sense, but you skip it because it's about reported speech. The idea is useful. You can use all the stuff if you want really to express this sense of all this embarrassment and all the stuff. You can use it in the author words, like she hesitated to answer and she said that blah blah blah, or she wanted to but she stumbled over her words, blah blah. So you should find the way using the author words, not exactly putting it into the sentence. So I think you get it. Let's go further. Well, anyway, the beginners of our sentences that I'm using now, they are not used in reported speech. You just don't need them. It's better, it's easier than the dialect is. Other stuff, when we are, talking to someone, we can say like, Kate, are you okay? Or Susan, are you busy? We don't put these words in the reported sentence, never ever. And also like, look, watch out. Other, I don't know what is it about. I'd like to close it. Well, when it's about all our drawing some attention, no usage in reported speech, just nope. You can say it another way. You can say like, one, he wanted to warn me, or he warned me because blah blah, but without look, without watch out. So it's the common stuff. Now let's go further and deeper. It will be about our sentences. The first one is declarative sentence. When we want to say something, when we just explain something. For example, she says, I work as a manager. Everything is okay, present simple is in both parts, it's wonderful. What should we say when we report it? And the author sentence, just in here, they are in present simple as you see. We can say, she says that. That is a conjunction, as far as I remember, so you may use it, you may not. For example, when I was learning reported speech, it was better for me for the first time to use it because it was very familiar to my own language, to my native language. It was just easier for me to remember. But now I can see that it's useless. Really, you can just skip it and go further. So that's why I wrote it this way. She says that I'm not working as a manager. I'm a private tutor. She was talking about herself. Exactly. That's why we mind the pronouns. We are changing that. She says that she work, it does not exist. There is the rule, yeah, of present simple, where she, he, and it has always as ending at the end of the verb. So she works as a manager, nothing to change. It's all okay. So this is it. She says she works as a manager. It's fine. The next one, he says, I don't walk my dog. Here we have the verb, yeah, don't. So it will also turn into doesn't because we are talking about him. We are talking about the pronoun he. He says he doesn't walk. He doesn't walk with my dog. No, I don't even have a dog. He has his own dog. That's why he doesn't walk his dog. So you see it, yeah? This is what you should think of when you are transporting, when you're transforming the sentences into reported speech. Now everything is okay, believe me, because it's about present simple, author stuff in the present simple tense. Let's go further. If we are talking about past simple author words, there will be some difference. She said, I'm working as a manager this month. So, for example, usually she's the headmaster of something, but this month there is the lack of employees in the company and she is working as a manager exactly this month. As you see the construction, it is present continuous, yeah? Just right now it is happening. But the author words are in past simple, yeah? Pattern. So we need to transform it. We need to go down. I will explain you why I'm talking down because I have my own explanation of all the stuff when we have, for example, present simple that must be transformed into past simple, whereas past simple must be transformed into past perfect. I hope that you're with me in here. So let's go back to our sentence. She said that she, present continuous, turns into past continuous because of this stuff, because of this past simple author words. I would like to say exactly like that. She said she was working as a manager that month. This we should change into that because there is the rule. English people think that if we are talking about past, it depends on the author words, yeah? It wasn't the past, something like grammatically in the past, you see? That's why we change this into that. Well, the next example. It was present continuous that changed into past continuous. The next one. He said, I didn't go to school last year. Maybe he skipped the year, maybe he lost his school, who knows? But he didn't go there the whole last year. So he said that. I'm saying that, there is no that, but still. He said, he, here we have past simple tense, right? It should be turned into past perfect. So we are going down and down and down, and we are changing from the present to the pastest. I would like to say exactly this way. There is present simple, there is past simple, and there is the pastest time of all because past simple it can be changed into past perfect and past perfect will remain past perfect as well because there is no past tense in English grammar. Thank God, only 16 tenses, right? So he said he didn't go with past simple. We are transforming it into past perfect. He hadn't gone to school last year. There is not such a great difference, yeah, last year, previous year, but still it must be transformed. The previous year. It must be changed. This is the way. I know that it's like why, what for, but it's grammar stuff and reported speech. You just need to do like that. Otherwise, you have a mistake. Otherwise, you won't sound so proficiency if you want it. So it's about declarative sentence. I hope that everything is okay. And we are continuing. Comments. A lot of people have a lot of pieces of advice when we are not even asking them to help us. Yeah. So this is the way when we can construct all these comments, all these um, maybe suggestions and other stuff into reported speech. Their example is given. Write me a letter, please. Yeah, she asked me, a very polite person. She asked me what we need to do here. Author words are in past simple, but it doesn't even matter. When we are talking about commands, no tense transformation. Nope, we shouldn't write this verb write into, for example, wrote. No, no. When it comes to commands, we are working with infinitives. We're working with the normal stuff because it's a command. So you will see it right now why. She asked me to do what? Yeah, to do, the infinitive stuff. We need to put to and write the infinitive without any tense, without any endings, just like that. She asked me to write her, not me. I won't write to myself. I'm not crazy yet, maybe. She asked me to write to her a letter. Why not told? Because it's a polite request. Yeah, she said, please. Why can we? How exactly can we express it? By using asked, with not told, not ordered. No, asked. It's polite. We shouldn't write please in the end. Nope. Without any commas, without any please, without any exclaim marks. No. Just like that, she asked me to write her a letter. Believe me, it's polite. It's polite reported speech. Here we go next. He said to me, sit down. That sounded a little bit rude, yeah? Here we have the exclaim mark, and here we have the command like sit down. Just right now, maybe it's about military stuff, yeah? So, what did he tell me, or what did he say to me? If we are talking about commands, told is used here. Exactly tell, told, told. These forms we use. He told me what to do. Infinitive. To sit down. Told whom? Told me. To do what? To sit down. Here we go. It's about orders. The next stuff, when we are asking a permission, for a permission, when we would like to do something, but we should have someone else agree with that. So we are saying like, can I come in, or may I do that? We won't say, I asked him if I can. No, we consider it to be a polite request. Should I come in? May I come in? That's why we are transforming it into a simple sentence as a reported speech command. He asked to come in. It's like he wanted to do that. He asked, you may say us, but it will be like we should come in. So he asked about himself, if he can come in. You see that? Yeah, he's asking for permission. So he asked to come in. Well, it's about commands. I hope that you're following exactly, because we are moving forward. Questions. This is the trickiest stuff I have ever heard in reported speech. All my students really hate that. And they hate it when I, for example, turn them the film where there is an interview, and guess what? Yeah, they need to transform it into reported speech. But still, it's fun. So let's get back to the topic. Questions. What we need to do, we need to remember the word order. Yeah. Usually we say, I go to school. I don't go to school, and so on. It is because in the end we have a period. It's like here, period, yeah, the point. That's why the word order is this way. We should remember it when we are talking about reported speech, because here we have the question. For example, will you have time tomorrow? She asked me. Well, she asked me. Author words are in past simple. This is the one to think about, because we need to transform the sentence. Yeah, we need to choose the other tense. Will you have time tomorrow? It's like future simple. So we should transform future simple in something in the past. Future simple in the past, it's would plus the verb. So here we go. She asked, maybe me, maybe not me. You can omit it if it doesn't influence the sense. Yeah. So she asked me what? I would have time. Tomorrow we're changing into the next day. Okay, I would have time. It's clear. Future simple turned into future simple in the past. Yeah. Will have turned into would have. Okay. Tomorrow, according to the rule, turned into the next day. Fine. Why do we have if here? It's because we don't have the question word like where, what, why, and so on. But we need to put something. We need to put something to show that it's a question. Yeah, I know that in every language we have it. In Russian, for example, it's if. Yeah, it doesn't even have any other translation like if. Maybe it can be also whether. Not the weather that is outside, but it is written differently. Commonly, they use if. So that's why I'm talking about that. So, coming back, why we use it? To transform exactly the question without any question word. That's why we need it. So, all in all, we have she asked if I would have time the next day. She was asking about me. That's why I'm talking I would have time. Yeah. So here it was you, here it is I. I hope you get it. The next example. He asked, how much does it cost? A very, very usual touristic question, right? How much does it cost, or just how much? In here, what we need to do, we have this question stuff, how much. It will be on the first place in here. He asked, maybe me, maybe not me. Now it doesn't play any great role, so we omit it. He asked how much, and this is the word order, it cost. Here we had does it cost because it was present simple. We know that we need to transform present simple into past simple. So cost, it's the regular verb. That's why all the forms are the same, yeah? But the difference is that we have now s ending, yeah, because it's past simple, no present simple. And the common mistake is that a lot of people think that does will also be in here. It won't, because we are talking about periods, we are talking about the simple sentences. And as you remember, if we don't want somebody, if we don't insist, we do not use auxiliary verbs in here. It's just like it cost, not it did cost. Nope, it cost. Past simple, the sentence. Here it was the question, that's why we had this verb. Here is the answer, yeah? The sentence, the simple sentence, that's why we don't use it. Well, the next example we are going to talk about is where have you gone? They asked. You see that here we have present perfect. Present perfect is turning into past perfect. We have where, the question word. That's why it will be on the first place. They asked, for example, me. So I've stated it in here. If you don't want, you cannot do that. It's okay. They asked where I had gone, or they asked me where I had gone. Past perfect is in here. They were asking about me, myself. That's why I transformed you into I. When we talk about all that, it can be really very difficult and complicated, and perhaps some of you are like, what is she talking about? Yeah, what is all this thing about? But truly, it's okay. You just need to practice a lot, and you need to think about all the things that you should transform. So it's like the word order, check. The pronouns, check. The tenses, check. Here we go. Afterwards, all these time words that need to be changed. For example, tomorrow, the next day, yeah, this night into that night, and so on. So you need to hold a lot of things inside you, but practice makes perfect. And after all these steps, you will be just like that, doing these examples only in your head without even the written form. So here we go. There is another stuff to talk about according to reported speech. It's modal verbs. You know, we have like can, the most commonly used are may, shall, you can see them in the middle, yeah, could, might, and so on. They are modal verbs. They have their own tricks. What is the trick in reported speech in there? That not all of them should be transformed, and not all of them should be changed. That's cool, right? So if we have will, shall, the author words are in the past, yeah, once again, we transform it into would. If we have can, we transform it into could or would be able to. It's the synonym. If we have may, we transform it into might or into could to save that. If we have shall, it will be should and would. So you see it. Must is also rather tricky because it can be not transformed or can be transformed into had to because the meaning is just the same. What about needn't? Here we go. A lot of stuff to transform, yeah, into past simple and past perfect if we need it. But still, there are some of them that stay the same, that just can be renamed, that just can remain. Like would, we won't turn it into anything, it will be would. Could, used to, and so on. It's because of the sense, it's because of all this deeper grammar stuff that not everybody likes to talk about. It's all about that. And if we are, for example, writing an exam, if we're passing some exams, and if there is the sentence with would, and you don't transform it into would have done something, it's okay. It has to be okay, really, because it's the rule. So you can remain it the same because it's all about the sense stuff, the reported speech stuff. Well, modal verbs. Some of them change. Some of them, if they are already in the past form, as you see it, yeah, could, would, could, used to, they're already in the past. So you may not change them. They will remain the same. Examples. He said, I can do it tomorrow. It's not about his ability to do, it's about his time ability when he is free. Yeah. So that's why he will do it tomorrow. He said he can. I would like to change into would be able to because can is never used in future. But here we are saying tomorrow. So it's better to say he would be able to do it tomorrow. Here we go. Maybe somebody have checked the mistake. Not tomorrow, yeah, the following day or the next day. Here is the tricky one, the tricky place. Change it the next day. The next one, she said, you must give it back. It's obligation, yeah, you must give it back. She said that I, because she was talking about you, so I'm transforming that as well. I don't forget about that. I can hear, yeah. Had to, I would like to transform must because I like all this transformation stuff. If about it's about me. If I have something to be transformed, I will transform it. So must, I'll turn into had to. But your idea not to transform is also okay. Must will remain must. It's okay. Give that instead of it. We're using that back. So she said, I had to give that back. It's about modal verbs and reported speech. And the last example, he said, Jane may see her grandparents. Yeah, she has some, I don't know, abilities, opportunities to see her grandparents. Why not? And we are transforming may into might into past simple. He said Jane might see her grandparents. Nothing else is changing. Only this may into might. That one is wonderful, yeah, when nothing else is changing. So it's about modal verbs. What for tense letter? I will tell you in advance that it's absolutely my idea. I haven't seen anything like that. Maybe it's kind of childish. Maybe it's kind of very confused. But for me, and according to my experience, a lot of children of mine really like that, and they have fives for this reported speech. They have A's for this reported speech topic at schools because of and due to exactly due to this thing. So what I'm talking about is tense letter. I was saying that present simple, it's just like now, yeah? That's why I drew some flowers, the sun is shining, everything is wonderful. It's about our present time. I would like it to be wonderful in our present time, so let it be flowers and sunshine. End of story. That's why here I wrote present simple, present continuous, future simple, and future continuous. Yes, you may ask me why there is no present perfect, yeah? Why there is no present perfect continuous? I have my own reason for that because present perfect is still connected with the past. It's with the result. It's with that you have done something already. So that's why I wanted you may make your own letter and put it on the first place. Never mind. I would like to do the following way. So that's why my presents, exactly present perfects, are in here. What I'm talking about is present simple, present continuous, future simple, future continuous. It's about now. Everything is wonderful. When author words, yeah, are in the past, we have to transform it. Present simple is all the green line here. Is turned into past simple. Present continuous, yep, past continuous, the yellow one. Future simple into would plus verb. Not always they say that it is called like future simple in the past, future continuous in the past. It's a too long name, right? So to write the construction is better sometimes. I've chosen this way exactly. Future continuous will be like would be plus V and ing form. It's about when our author words are in the past, and this is the quotes. This is what inside the sentence. We are transforming exactly this stuff into that stuff to the past, where William Shakespeare was, where maybe somebody died, I suppose, like, for example, a lot of like Pushkin from our country, for example, a very famous author, and some other guys. So for me, I have presented it as our past. Yeah, the 15th century, the 17th century, anyway, past. That's why we are going down the ladder, yeah? Like the coffins are down, all this creepy stuff is just downstairs. That's why it's down the ladder. Present simple into past and so on. Okay, I hope you're with me. The next step is when we have all this past stuff already in our quotes, yeah, when we still have author words in the past and all these tenses are in the past simple, past continuous, future in the past, yeah, future continuous in the past, present perfect and present perfect in the past, we should transform it. So that's why I've drawn like past simple and present perfect. Yep, they're going to past perfect. It's the pastest of all, you remember? Past continuous and present perfect continuous will have the same root, past perfect continuous. Would will become would have, and the third form of the verb, and would be doing something will be would have been doing something. The best of all, yeah? 4 verbs, 3 have no meanings, just wonderful. Well, and that's why I've drawn here the pyramids and the anchor, this symbol of all this entire life, yeah, endless life. It's our very past. I know that I've written very in here. It's what I really mean. Our past, but what was very, very far away from us and really a long time ago. It's all about our very past. That's why we are going down the stairs and it's the bottom because there are no past tenses at all. Past perfect continuous, and all the stuff that you see here, they are the limit, our down limit exactly. So this is the ladder. If you're interested in that, for example, I can make it separately and send it to you on Instagram, or maybe you can ask Shashraj, I will send it to him and he will spread it as well. So I don't mind if you use it, if you really liked it, because you can have some corrections, you can draw it on your own. You are free to do it. I just give you the idea how to memorize all these transformations, because there are a lot of tables. Still, not all of them really work. It depends, of course, on what memory you have, but still, when you have such pictures like the flowers, William Shakespeare, and Egyptian stuff, I suppose it's brighter, and in this case you can memorize it better. I hope so. So it's about the changes. Yeah, let's go further. There are the time words that need to be changed, like today that day, tonight that night. So you see, you can just look through that and see that all this comes into that. Now has a lot of things to transform. Yeah, then, at once, immediately. It depends also on the tense, on the sense, I'm sorry, that you mean. For example, come here now. I'd better say, he told me to come here immediately. Or if I'm saying, she's drawing now, wait a second, we can transform it into, she said that she was drawing at that time. So exactly at that moment when I came to her, for example, to ask for a date, I don't know. So it depends on the sense. Yesterday, the day before, last will be the previous, all the time. How to memorize? Practice, practice, practice once again. Because this is what we do when we want to nail our grammar stuff and reported speech as well.